Hi, my name is Nishant. I have been wanting to make this video for a long time, finally getting around to it. So, in my journey, in my professional journey, my personal journey this far, I have often wondered, why am I here? Why am I on this earth, on this plane, on this planet? What is the purpose of my life? I'm sure other people have wondered this too. If you're watching this, probably you must have also wondered this. Like, what is that larger than life? What is that big picture, etc., etc.? And I have come to the conclusion, after a lot of thought, and again, I'm not an astrologer or some spiritual guru, or I'm just a guy. So you don't have to subscribe to this, my philosophy. Um, and of course, I reserve the right to be wrong. So so I have come to the conclusion that there is no greater, large purpose of my life or anybody else's life or your life. It's just we are here simply to do the right thing. It could sound very, simple and like a disappointment to you, but I think the purpose of our life is just to do the right thing, and to do the right thing for you, for your family, for everybody around. And what exactly that right thing comprises of in your life will be dictated by your birth chart, and that's astrology is another story altogether. I'm not going to get into that, but your next question will be, hey, this is a disappointment, man. I was wondering, I'm going to save the world or invent a cure for AIDS or cancer or whatever. And I get that. I mean, we indoctrination is, it causes us to believe that, there's a larger something purpose that we're here for. But that indoctrination is not of the soul. That indoctrination that happens as soon as we, sort of are born, our surroundings, our friends, our parents, our social circles, our education, our social strata, that's an indoctrination that the body and the mind go through. And what we want to become becomes a sum of all parts of that indoctrination. So if you want to become a doctor, or if you want to win an Oscar, if you want to win the Nobel Prize, that's fantastic. But I'm saying that's not the purpose of your existence. That's and don't get me wrong. Please go ahead and work and do whatever you want. But that's what your mind wants. That's what your mind and your body and your physical existence on this plane wants you to do. That's not the sole purpose. The sole purpose is just to do the right thing, and experience this human form. Like someone said that we are spiritual beings experiencing a human form, on a human journey, and I couldn't agree more. So because if you break it up, the body and the mind feel things. The body feels the body feels things on a physical level. The mind feels things on an emotional level, but the good and the bad and the etc., etc. But the soul is not here to feel things. The soul is here to experience, whether it is good, whether it is bad. The soul is accumulating all these feelings and our learnings from several lifetimes, and that's how we keep coming back to feel, to sort of learn and accumulate more and more experiences, which will help us, transition from one plane to the other by sort of wiping off all our karmas which we accumulate life after life after life. And that's the purpose of the soul, to just experience this life and move on to the next, in a bit to wash away our karmas and finally meet God. Now get closer to God. So the next step of that, to do the right thing, is to get closer to God. Now, whether you believe in God or not, that is entirely up to you. That's I won't sort of force my opinions on faith onto you. But the next step of why do you want to do the right thing is to get closer to God. That's the sole purpose. That's it. The soul's purpose is to get closer to God, and you do that by doing the right thing. whatever it is. And it's very difficult to do the right thing. It's easier said than done. मैं इतना ज्ञान बांट रहा हूँ, it's very difficult for me too, to do the right thing. And we end up being hardest and toughest on our nearest and dearest ones, on our family, on our dearest friends. And it's very, very difficult to do the right thing. But all I can say is that if this video sort of connects with you in any way and tells you, like, listen, hey, this might make sense, just do the right thing. Always do the right thing. And try and bring and do. And if you can't, then don't be so hard on yourself. The second part of this is, do not be hard on yourself. You are only human. As are all of us. Be easy on yourself. Be easy on the people around you. Do not be hard on yourself and everyone around you. Give people the benefit of the doubt, because that's the only way the soul will be able to transcend from all the earthly things and entrapments and move on to the next level. And you'll wonder, hey, I always do the right thing and I always get slapped in the face and my luck is terrible, and why do the bad things happen to me only? And I can recall a story about that. One of the extremely intelligent people and extremely eloquent people I follow on YouTube, far better than me, I think Mr. Kitanshu Malhotra, had narrated a story once where there's this really bad guy, very, very bad guy. He's a thief, he's a crook, he's all kinds of bad things. And he's on the run from the cops, and his bike or whatever, it falls into the river. And he ends up somewhere washed ashore near a monastery, and with no recollection of who he is, what happened. And these monks take him in, and they teach him the ways of their lives, and he becomes this pure soul, and with real great ideals and connected to God, etc., etc. And then one day these cops come looking and they find him and they take him in, and he's like, what happened? I don't know, why am I? Everybody's like, oh, why are you taking this guy? He's the epitome of innocence and spirituality, etc., etc. But the cops say, no, this guy, he's a bad guy, we've been looking for him forever, and he just disappeared and now we found him. So that's what happens. We might not, the fact that he's lost his memory doesn't change the fact that he did those bad things. So in the same way, we don't remember our past lives, whatever we've done there, and the good and the bad and the horrible that that has caused us to come back here and take another birth to make amends, make new memories, do new things, do new karmas, settle old karmas. So we don't remember the bad our former lives, and that's a blessing. I can't tell you how much of a blessing that is, because imagine 5-6 years ago someone has wronged you, or yesterday someone has wronged you, or 15 years ago someone has wronged you, and you can't get it out of your mind. Imagine what would happen if you remember all your past lives. So it's a good thing. So, but having regressed now, I'm coming back to why it's important to do the right thing. Despite everything, despite you feel that I've been wronged and this shouldn't happen to me, and etc., etc. But despite that, knowing fully well that you must have done something in a past life for you to be experiencing what you're experiencing in this life. So giving the universe the benefit of the doubt, and just remember this story if it will help you. Try and do the right thing. Always just try. Like I said, it's not easy, but try. And that really is the sole purpose of your life. The larger things like winning Nobel Prizes and Oscars, it's great, but that's not what the soul is here for. The soul is here just to experience. So I hope this has helped you in some way or the other, and that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you today. And God bless. Have a great day, have a great life, and bye.